Hey guys, it's Ashlee
and Macey.
and this is the Geeky House.
Today we are talking about Star Wars relationships, romantic and platonic, and also probably non-canon ones too, because we did that with Marvel. If you haven't listened to that episode, we did like ships, whether they were canon or not. So we're gonna do that this time, but probably focus more on canon because there's a lot. So I don't know what else to say. Do you have anything you want to share that happened to you this week, Ash?
No, nothing really interesting happened.
Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
We lead very interesting lives.
Yes.
Can I just say? We're so interesting.
Well, and we skipped a week again.
Oh.
After in the last episode, we were like, we're never going to do that again, guys. Like, we are so planned out and organized.
Here's the excuse. We got back from vacation the same day, and it was already, like, really late.
Yeah, wasn't it like... Well, we got home, like, 6-ish, and then we unloaded and showered and everything.
And then it was, like, 8-ish.
Yeah.
So we're like, we can't really do the podcast, and we were really tired. So sorry for that.
We were going to pre-record, but we forgot, which is a mistake. So we're sorry. But we're back, and this time we actually do promise.
I mean, next week it'll be a Halloween episode, so...
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
On Halloween.
If you have any scary stories you're just dying to tell us, like you can't even hold it in, you can just email us. Our email is in the description.
You can't even hold it in.
Otherwise, we're just going to read stories from the internet.
Yeah.
So if you have any, just email. We'll actually read it.
My friends haven't answered. Big jerks.
So, yeah. Should we just move on?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a break for our ad. Okay. So, at the top of our heads, do you have any, like, let's start with romantic, I guess, relationships that you just want to share so bad that you love in Star Wars, not Marvel? You're just like, oh, I forgot the subject. Just like, pepperoni.
You're like, no. No. I don't know, honestly.
When I was little, because I used to watch Star Wars with Dad when I was, like, little. And I honestly, little. I don't know.
Like, little.
Little, like 6, 8, 7, you know? I used to ship Leia and Luke together until I realized they were siblings. I remember watching it and being like, oh, they're so cute. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, yeah.
You're like,
oh, it's your sister. I was like, never mind. So, there's that. I honestly think if they weren't siblings, they would be cute, though. Does that sound weird? A little bit, but, you know.
Is anyone else sad that Luke never found anyone?
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
How do you know?
Maybe not.
No.
I feel like he deserves to be alone.
I swear we've had this conversation before. I hate deja vu.
Okay.
I saw this thing and it was like, whenever you experience deja vu, what if it's because you're in a book and like the authors like wrote an experience about it before but like erased and changed it or something? I don't know. It was weird. But anyway.
Matrix?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I've never seen the Matrix. I'm just...
Excuse me, they can't understand you. You're like bowing and you're like, Matrix. Like, okay. Moving on. No, I'm not upset because Luke doesn't need anyone. He doesn't. So.
He doesn't need anyone, but...
Well, sorry.
But what?
But I don't know. He just, like, doesn't seem like... I feel like he's good without anyone. I think it would make Star Wars weird if he found someone.
He's destined alone, I guess.
There was already a relationship in the originals. You don't need another one.
Which, by the way, they're great.
Who's great? Yes. Okay. We'll just move on. This is weird. You're being weird. Did you forget their names? Who are we even talking about?
Leia and...
Ashlee.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I mess it up every time.
Han?
Yeah. I didn't want to embarrass myself more than
You're
I had
embarrassing
to.
yourself right now.
I know, I feel it.
If you would have just said Han or Han, like I would be like Han. But they didn't say you're like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And now every Star Wars fan's like,
No, I promise I do.
guys, I promise she's a Star Wars fan. She just doesn't act like it on the podcast.
I promise I know a lot about Star Wars.
Yeah. I don't know why. She just doesn't act like it. But
my brain just doesn't comprehend it, I guess.
you forgot Darth Sidious's name on
Sis.
2 times ago. Here's the thing. She knows, like, the world of Star Wars. Like, I feel like she just doesn't know, like, the very, very, very basics. Like, I could ask her what all the planets are, and she would name them off instantly. But then when I ask her about, like, a character, she's like, what?
Like, give me a character. Let's see.
I don't know. I can't think of any. Like, you want me to come up with someone? There's so many characters.
Sure, just a character off of the top of your head.
Well, no. Because they're, like, main characters, and of course you know who they are.
Can't think of a minor character?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But when we were little, like, I was always amazed that Ashlee knew so much. Because she had, like, the Star Wars book. She practically memorized.
It's a great book.
Okay, we need to go back to the relationships. They're like, I did not ask for this. Oh. Stop interrupting me. Excuse me. Prequels? Ow.
Anakin and Padme.
They're like the one of the worst.
They're okay.
They're freaking cheesy as crap. And cringe.
Cringe. Maximum. Cringe.
Honestly, Padme deserved better. Anakin. Here's the thing. You had so much things to work with George Lucas, you could have made the relationship better. I'm sorry. You could have made it way less cringy.
Honestly, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What other relations were there? None.
Not really. But if we want to get into Reylo.
Oh.
Reylo is disgusting. And if you support Reylo, then you're an interesting individual. I'm just kidding. A lot of people should.
Okay, I thought you were going to insult them with me.
You insult them all the time. I'm the nice one. I'm the nice one. I don't care if you ship them. It's just a little weird, but
it's just a little weird.
Yeah.
They're okay.
They're gross. It was so forced and so disgusting. I don't like them. I don't like either of the characters. Disgusting. I think that's why I don't like the relationship, is because I don't like either of them. I hate Rey and I hate Kylo. Or Ben. Speaking of which, we watched a Star Wars Lego thing last night. If you've heard it, it's Terrifying Tales.
It was interesting. Well, I mean, Lego Star Wars is always a good thing to watch if you want to laugh, because it's so...
They, like, make fun of themselves a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, General Grievous. Like, coughing. Stop. Wait, did I say... That's his name, right? Why am I having a freaking... Look at us. We're so excited. I space out a lot. I'm sorry.
Why is it so, like, foggy out there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Dude, I feel like we're both really quiet today. Like, we're talking so... and, like, the background noise. I don't like it.
Sorry.
Or, like, I don't know.
Okay.
Reylo equals disgusting. Oh, back to the Lego thing, yeah.
Reylo equals okay, I guess.
No. When they kissed in the Rise of Skywalker, I was like, I'm gonna vomit right here.
And no, in the theater, you just go, ew, and we're listening, you're like,
no.
No.
Just imagine no with a period at the end. That's exactly my thoughts. Okay. Clone Wars. I'm gonna Google something. For some reason, my mind is blanking. I'm sure there's a lot more.
Obi-Wan, what's the, like...
Satine?
Yeah.
I just barely saw that.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Rip that she died. Sorry.
I also love how Anakin just knows that they like each other. And also how Obi-Wan knows that Anakin and Padme like each other. In Clone Wars, do you remember when he's talking?
Yeah.
I laughed at that part. They're just... That's one of the things that's sad, in Revenge of the Sith is because they were such good friends, and it's really sad. Like, I don't know how else to explain
Like, they
it.
turned from really good friends to enemies really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
It's really sad.
It's sad.
I really liked speaking like platonic. I really liked Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship, and it's sad that they turn evil and then.
I really liked Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship.
Yeah.
You know, people ship them.
Both end in sad endings.
Oh, that episode's really sad. But honestly, I don't blame Ahsoka at all.
Yeah. If someone literally told me accused me
of murder,
yeah, then I would be like, no.
even though like you literally like stood by them for years and then they automatically turned on you. Anakin was the only one. And Rex.
That's also the thing in Revenge of the Sith that Anakin's always complaining about. The Council is so flawed. And I don't agree with
honestly,
any of the Jedi things either.
I would not be a Jedi because it's so restricted. It's just very bad.
Yeah, I don't like their... It's like, that's why I like Qui-Gon is because he definitely didn't like politics and that side of it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's underrated because he was like so wise and he didn't follow a lot of the things in that way. And I don't know. A lot of people don't give him enough credit. Or they're the opposite. And like, he was just like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of hating on him too.
I don't know why you hate on him, but whatever. Honestly, kind of glad the council fell.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, probably didn't.
Like, I'm glad that everyone died and the whole society turned into this corrupt empire and everyone's just dying all the time.
I'm so proud of the empire for actually destroying it.
I know, I'm so proud of them. Like, they literally have made the world such a better place.
No, I'm just... Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're going back to Screen Rant.
Just want to see. Oh, Jar Jar Binks and Queen Julia. Excuse me? Never heard of them.
I remember
they don't
that.
exist in my mind.
They were horrible.
I hate how they include it.
Jar Jar just needs to die, not be in love with someone.
What about Ahsoka Tano and what's his
Ew.
name? He's annoying.
Annoying as crap.
Ugh.
Ahsoka deserves better.
No. Yeah, he's annoying. Okay. I'm just trying to get to like the others that we didn't think about. The frick is this? Is this in
A book?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, they were
Kanan and Hera. I forgot about them.
They're really
okay,
really
I actually
cute.
really, really like them. And of course Kanan had to die. Spoilers, by the way. Too like they're like neat. I love it. Sorry.
Listen to like us and they're like, oh, he died. You're like,
I'm sorry, but if you probably I don't know.
It was really sad.
I know.
Ezra almost went to the dark side like a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. It's kind of horrible. Like a lot.
I actually now thinking about it, I think Hera and Kanan's relationship was like actually one of the best Star Wars because they weren't like Padme and Anakin like to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, stop.
They're like an old married couple.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're really cute.
Speaking of like Rebels, the whole family in general.
And we got to see her in Bad Batch.
I know.
We get to see both of them in Bad Batch actually.
Yeah.
We got to see Kanan for like 2 seconds.
We saw Ezra, we saw Zeb, we saw everyone in there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No.
They're like, oh, people haven't seen Bad Batch. Like, really?
Her dad's a not a good guy.
Not good guy.
He's not good.
Well, we knew that from Rebels. Well, not really, but we knew that they were like
in Rebels. Like I'm like, oh, he might be good, and then no.
I didn't like him.
I was like, oh,
Finn and Rose. I forgot
That's
about
her name.
them. I forgot about them.
They're okay.
Finn and Rose's romance is undoubtedly one of the weaker aspects. Okay, here's what was
we never got to see, like, Last Jedi. That was the only thing you got to see about them.
No, but here's the thing. This is one of the reasons why I don't like the sequels, because they can't make up their minds. At the end of Force Awakens, Rey kisses Finn on the cheek. I'm like, okay, they're gonna end up together. All of a sudden, in Last Jedi, Rose and Finn get together. I'm like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, in the last movie, Rose is nowhere to be seen. I'm like, what is going on?
Where'd she go?
Like, Rey kisses Kylo. I'm like, make up your freaking minds, people. You can't, no. That's so weird. Like, make up your freaking minds, please. You need to decide.
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 You need to decide.
Oh, that's in Solo. Have you seen Solo?
Nope.
Yes, you have.
yes,
I'm saving your reputation. I forgot about them. That's why I don't like Solos, because it doesn't, it doesn't feel like Han Solo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because in Solo, he's like, for all you who've already seen it, you already know what I'm talking about. But he is portrayed as like a hero, but I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that, because he's supposed to be like an arrogant guy. And then in the originals, he like changes. Not like he changes. I don't know.
He's supposed to be a smuggler, dummies.
He is a smuggler.
No.
We already talked about them.
They're okay.
Obi-Wan and Satine. Did we talk? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Awkward silence. It's because I'm trying to look for something. Leave me alone.
I realized, like, I said they're okay, and I didn't even say what it was. It was just Reylo again. I'm sorry if I confused you. If you're a Reylo shipper, I'm with you a little. I'm not with you all the way, but okay.
No.
So you do you.
This one says Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul, their antagonistic relationship was fierce but ended in solace.
Wait, who?
Really?
Sorry, I didn't catch. All I caught was Maul, and then the end. I didn't like in the
Obi-Wan and Darth Maul.
It's
like kind of a different. Yeah. I would say Maul needs to chill a little bit.
Maul is literally just hunting for Obi-Wan the entire time. And I was just here. He's like,
they can't see you.
That's why I started speaking.
Oh my. But then again, Obi-Wan did chop his legs off. So I mean,
but
revenge, I guess.
Maul killed his master.
Maul deems that as okay, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's a Sith.
No, he's not. Not anymore.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry. Well, he's in the dark side.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just laughing because the way he said it. He's on the dark side.
He's on the dark side.
Ow! They just give me like 5-year-old vibes. Like, I'm not trying to just crack me up.
What do I say? What? He's
on the dark side.
He's not a good guy. No. There's good guys and there's bad guys, and he a bad guy.
This one says, I like Ahsoka and Obi-Wan's relationship. Mutual respect despite such a large age gap and a small hint of fatherhood. He even understood why she left the Order. To me, it's one of the most wholesome relationships in the galaxy. I'm sorry.
Is anyone gonna mention Ahsoka's and Rex's?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I bet someone will.
Yeah, someone mentioned freaking hers and Obi-Wan's, but not.
I mean, dude, the relationships I live for are like sibling, father, son, the mother, like that kind of thing. Not like romantic.
Why did I mention this earlier?
What? Hunter and Omegas? Because we're getting into it. We spent too much time on it anyway. And Grogu made Din, sorry.
Were you about to say Mando?
Yes. I sure was. He's like, I have a name. Thank you, though.
Sally.
Luke and R2. I feel like Anakin had a strong relationship with R2.
Mm-hmm.
No offense.
If you watch the Clone Wars, then you got to see it more, but whatever.
Oh, this one says, agreed Ahsoka was surrounded by a lot of father/older brother figures. Rex, Anakin, Plo Koon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come at me. Who's that? Oh, it's the one guy. Sorry, it's
it's one guy.
I know. But her and Obi-Wan is an underrated. Are an underrated duo. Grandma.
Yeah. They're not underrated anymore since you guys keep mentioning them.
Look at this one. Anakin and Ahsoka, platonic, not romantic. All you Ahsoka shippers better get out of my sight before I bring out my lightsaber.
I am with you 100%.
I feel like it's one of those, like, I think people if she was older.
Oh, yeah. But there's a huge age gap.
I know, I'm just telling you.
I'm not telling you, I'm telling them. Was I talking to you?
I'm just saying. Unless if you really do ship them with the UJJ, then what's that called? Incest? No, that's a relationship. I'm googling it. Give me a minute. I feel like you're an actual idiot.
I am fully aware.
Well, age is just a number.
No, it's not.
We're talking. No, I'm not going to right now.
If you're literally dating someone who's
we're not getting into this right now.
like 15 years older than you, that's not a number, honey. That's a problem.
We're not getting into it.
We're not gonna get.
I can't find it. Okay.
Did you call it incest?
Yeah, isn't that when it's a family member?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tell. Okay, this is funny. So, me and my friend were talking about Harry Potter, not to like bring in a whole different fandom or anything, but we were talking about ships. And I was like, "Did you know that?" I'm sorry. Did you know that J.K. Rowling, originally like planned on Fred and Hermione getting together? And we were like, "Oh my gosh, what?" She's like, I don't know what her deal was. She's like, "Ew, oh, I like Fred and Ron," and I was like, "Ma'am," and she's like, "That's not what I meant to say." She's like, "I meant to say I like Ron and Hermione," and I was like, "Oh my."
Fred and Ron. That's
that's
a problem.
I'm sorry, she was mad because I kept laughing, but like, okay. What the heck? I can't find any others. What about C-3PO and R2?
Yeah.
It's like friends.
It's like friends. Friends.
So they're BFFs.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If you guys haven't seen He, She, or like How It Should Have Ended, the Rise of Skywalker one cracks me up. It's when C-3PO, remember? When he's like about to get his memories released, and he's like, "Let me take a look at all my friends," and he pulls out an album and it just has like Luke, Leia, Han, R2, like all the original like prequel people.
And then Poe's like, "What? We're not your friends?" He's like, "No." You constantly insult me.
They do though.
It's true though. Poor C-3PO doesn't get the respect anymore.
Well, it just cracked me up. I'm like, yeah, those are much better friends than the friends you have now.
Those are friends, honey.
Ashlee.
Apparently someone searched up the coolest guy in Star Wars.
The coolest guy in Star Wars.
Wait. What did it say?
Oh yeah, I bet it's Han. Oh, it's Darth Vader. Okay, I want to hurry and talk about this before I forget. What about Jin and what's his face? Cassian from Rogue One. Like people ship them.
Oh,
but some people don't. It's a big controversy.
They're cute.
I don't think they should get together.
But I think they're mostly just friends.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, don't push romance on it, please.
I'm glad they stayed friends, but I'm sad they died.
Yeah.
It's not technically a spoiler because I'm surprised you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we can go into, like, what about Kanan and Ezra?
Ew. Sorry.
Are those my sweatpants?
They're mine. I need to lint roll in the
Okay. What about Kanan and Ezra? Or like Kanan and Sabine?
Yeah.
You're like, who are they?
Who are they again?
Like,
I'm not joking though. I'm just kidding.
Okay. You just talked about Kanan like 2 minutes ago. And you're like, who's Kanan?
Who's Ezra?
Who's Ezra? Who's Sabine? I've never heard of her. Sabine is underrated, by the way.
Let me break it down. Kanan and Ezra. I like them a lot.
You're like a lot. A lot.
Just because I feel like they have a good relationship. And like
speak English, please.
I'm trying.
That was like the first really father-son thing that they did. And then they did Mandalorian and Din and Grogu. And then they did Hunter. Oh my god, they just keep doing it because they're like, romance is obviously not working at the moment.
They screwed up with Reylo and they're like, oh, backpedal.
Yeah, it's like the meme that
like,
said when Star Wars realizes that their romantic relationships aren't working anymore. Anymore?
Anymore? Describing father and son relationships is really hard. Like, they're good.
Well, okay. Here's what I liked about it. Because obviously Ezra didn't have parents. Well, he didn't. He did.
He didn't,
But he doesn't have parents. I hate talking present tense because it's like Ezra doesn't exist in our world. So it's a weird thing. Like, he doesn't. Like, anyway. So it was just like nice that he had like a father figure in his life. And I feel like also since Kanan wasn't technically like a full-on Jedi, that he didn't have to worry about like, don't get, what was like the rule? Like, no feelings, like you can't be.
That rule pisses me off.
Because it's not even just romantic. Like, they're like, you can't be attached to anyone.
Like no attachments.
I'm like, that's messed up.
Like, you give us children that we have to look after and train.
Yeah.
How are we not supposed to get attached to them?
Exactly. Like, that makes no sense.
And, okay, even, like, romantic. Like, sure, maybe Anakin screwed up. But Kanan seemed to do just fine.
Yeah.
Literally, he loved Hera, and he never fell. Obi-Wan didn't either.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't die.
And
I shouldn't laugh at that.
Just kidding.
Kanan and Sabine, I feel like they're really underrated because we don't get to see it as
underrated.
much.
They're super underrated.
Oh my gosh.
Because again, Sabine had kind of sucky parents, so.
Oh yeah. That's an understatement. I have a question.
What?
How? Like, Sabine had the Darksaber, right? Like, how did she lose it? Sabine. How did it get into that guy's hands?
I don't know. You expect me to know this?
Yes. Aren't you the director of Mandalorian? Don't you work with Dave
a lot of times from Rebels is in Mandalorian. That's what I love about it. But anyway, I feel like I don't know why she.
I don't know how happened there, but the Darksaber is really cool.
Yes, it's very saucy.
Very saucy. Very cool. Super cool. Super cool.
Okay, so you know how there isn't actually a large amount of people that do this, I don't think. But some people ship like Sabine and Ezra together. But I don't think it's a good ship because I feel like they're more like brother and sister.
I have to be honest. I shipped them at the beginning, but the more...
When I was 7, I shipped...
Yeah. But like more as I watched the show, I couldn't see it because, yeah, they seem like more like brother and sister, not romantic. Plus, that'd just be weird.
It's like how Kanan and Hera are like kind of parents to them. It'd be weird if they started dating, like getting together, because it's like you're family.
Let me start dating my sort of sister. I'm like, yeah,
your non-biological,
blood related sister. How dare you?
Non-official sister.
The one that you're not related to at all. How dare you date her?
I don't know. Rebels is an amazing show. I've been seeing more pins on it lately on Pinterest, and I'm like, I kind of want to rewatch it.
I tried.
Girl, you good?
I tried. I got stuck.
I know. Rebels is a little...
Rebels?
Tough.
It's tough because there's so many fillers, obviously, but it's so good.
And I
feel like not as bad as Bad Batch fillers. Holy shiz.
I feel like they tried making Rebels into a kids show and then kind of just stopped towards the end.
After Kanan went blind,
it got weird.
No, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It got better.
No, it didn't, honey.
It was really sad. But Darth Maul's awesome in that show.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Spoiler. The final fight between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan is so fast.
And so anticlimactic.
Obi-Wan's like, that's it. It literally lasted 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I finally got you. And then dies. I'm like, yep.
Yep.
But it does show, like, that he was there for Luke.
Luke.
You know. Everyone's like,
He
the
wanted
creepy
to go
stalker.
to, what's it called? He wanted to go to Tashi Station to pick up his power converters.
Never got him.
But is it actually Tashi?
I think so. They're like, no, it's not.
Okay, now we can talk about Den and Grogu, which, oh my gosh, cuteness overload. It's because Grogu's so freaking adorable. And
I don't know how season 3 is gonna go without him.
I know. He's gonna go visit him. He's gonna pick him up, and they're gonna be hugs, and it's gonna be amazing.
He's gonna pick him up, and then they're gonna have a fun day, and then we're gonna be happy.
I'm excited for season 3.
My mom literally only watched the show for Grogu. Macy, and my dad were super excited for Ahsoka, and the mom's like, "Who's that?" My friend loves The Mandalorian, but she's never watched Rebels or Clone Wars, so she probably has no idea who Ahsoka is. Or
But she's seen the movies, right?
Yeah.
I know Thrawn. The only way you would know about Thrawn is from Rebels or the actual books, which a lot of people don't read the books, so you need to watch Rebels.
It's an amazing villain. Can I just say, he's like a genius.
He's a genius.
Instead of, like, hating he literally surrounds himself in Rebel stuff just to understand them more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he beats them most of the time. Why is he blue?
Because that's like his actual, like,
who came up
species?
with Star Wars species? Like,
who came up with your freaking brain? Your brain.
Your brains.
Anyway,
who came up with yours?
moving on. I like Grogu and Din's relationship because they're just so, like, distant.
We all love the father who doesn't want to be, but then ends up being him.
And he's just
We're
so
all
distant
suckers
and
for
like
that.
and it's just amazing. The ending.
It's so cute.
Aww,
The ending.
The ending
made me cry.
It made me cry. What? I'm just sharing my thoughts.
The exact same with mine?
Yes.
Not knowing at all.
Okay, now we can talk about Hunter. Oh my god.
Yeah. If you've ever listened to the end or beginning of a podcast when Bad Batch was going on, or any time, I love Hunter Omega.
Do you remember when we did our someone call 911, please? Ashlee just made the weirdest face ever. What was I even saying? Oh, remember when we did our, like, ranking Star Wars movies or something? When we went on to, like, a 40-minute rant about Bad Batch and Hunter Omega, and it was
a problem.
Freaking Bad Batch needs to hurry and come out with another season because the whole ending, I just want to see more. Like, Crosshair, I need some more intel on Crosshair, please. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like I've already talked my limit on Hunter Omega, though. Like, you wore me out.
Honestly, same, because there's no new content I can talk about. They're really, really, really cute. I love when Omega copies Hunter.
I know. I noticed part of it the first time I watched Bad Batch. I noticed, like, the last part. I'm like, and then I went back on YouTube and watched something. I was like, oh my gosh, he really does copy him a lot.
How does Hunter not notice?
He does.
Then
he looks at her at one point and just keeps doing
that one part when he's doing, like, the knife flip and she tries to do it. She's like, girl.
It's always the ones where they're because Hunter and Kanan are really I can't talk. Hunter and I guess you count Kanan. Hunter and Din are both people who, like, focus on the job and don't distract themselves and are very distant, and then you have, like, that's why it's so good.
I was gonna say something. Oh, the episodes where Omega was captured are the best. I mean, no offense. I mean, that's really sad.
Which do you think are the best?
Dude, the one part where Hunter got shot, I was literally like,
oh, shut up. I just said, oh, because I know he would not die.
Would you really though?
Are the Bad Batch still alive? Like, I need,
maybe.
you know what I would love to see? I would love to see Omega in the Boba Fett show. Just for like 1 second. Just 1 second. You don't need
Just 1 second. I don't need anywhere. Just like 1 second.
But then again, how do you make a live action Omega? That's a little. Because the.
You know the pictures where it's
What?
Have you ever seen the meme? It's like Omega when she grows up. And it's like.
Yeah, it's like what?
And she was like, Jango Fett with like. I mean, true.
Her hair is really short.
Really short. Really short.
Do you think it would stay short when she's older? Or would it just grow up? Clones.
By the way,
Huh.
like the thing where it said that she's like older than them. Don't sit right with me.
Why?
It's just weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's weird.
How is it weird?
Because
They just technically in a state of like looking, they're actually older than her, but since they grow so much faster.
I know.
Or age so much faster.
Fine. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It does, but it's weird.
How come she doesn't have fast aging?
They never needed her to.
Because Boba doesn't either, does he? I guess if she's a direct thing from Boba, then that's why she wouldn't have fast aging. I don't know. It's very complicated.
Yes. I'm just agreeing. I'm like, yes.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I sound like this voice on TikToks where they like have her read a text. Yes, I agree.
I hate when they do that.
When they do that.
When they put the frickin'
Do that. What,
like
baby,
30
what?
dots.
Do that. What, baby, what? You know what song I'm singing?
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm so fancy.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, when I was like saying that in my head, we're fancy like Applebee's on a date night. I was going in my head with a something steak and an Oreo shake. That's all I know.
And some whipped cream on the top, too. I can tell you how much that song bugs me.
Do you have any more relationships? I feel like I'm missing a buttload.
Probably. But I can't think of any more.
Give me a minute. Let me whip out my handy dandy cell phone.
The other day in science, I was looking at my folder to get something out, and I was in my handy dandy
Notebook.
I was waiting for my friend to say something. I'm like, have you ever watched Bluetooth? So she's like, yeah. I'm like, so have you seen the handy dandy notebook? She's like, yeah. I'm like, so why didn't you see it, woman?
Crack me up.
Handy dandy notebook.
Oh, so we talked about Ahsoka and Rex. And what do you think about people shipping them together?
Oh. That's a thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't do that. Not everything has to be a romance.
What about Chewie and Han?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about you.
Chewie's amazing.
Chewie is amazing. They're great. I'm glad they're friends.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, with a period.
Yes.
I thought this episode was going to be a lot more eventful, but we honestly... Chill the fetch out, woman. I went under the bed. What? Okay, we're signing off because we're making no sense. I'm tired.
Something just freaking touched my foot.
I don't care. Okay, literally no one cares. We need to hurry and end this.
It's not under the bed.
We need to end it.
Okay. Sorry.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Sorry if it was really boring to you. Comment if you like Reylo. Wait, you can't comment. Email if you like Reylo. I will answer your email.
Tell me why.
So, yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Yes. Ciao.